Hello, good morning. This is teacher Jacob, and this video is for ninth grade. This is about listening class. So don't forget to write the date. Today it's August 26th, and we're going to study page 91. Remember, this class is for ninth grade, and this class is a listening class, listening comprehension. So remember, this is very good and is not necessary for you to understand. Reading comprehension is very good and is very nice if we understand, we comprehend what we're going to do. All right, so let's do it. So let's go. Last class we were talking about superstitions, okay? And we were reading this and we got to the comprehension. Today we are going to study listening. So we need to listen in this and to answer the exercise 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so nothing else. It's not gonna be complicated. Something very simple. So listen. In interpreting dreams, listen to a woman consulting fortune tellers and numbers the imagines in order. So you need to organize according to the listening which imagines are going to be first and the second and so on. Okay, so be careful with this. So activity 1 is listen and try to understand what I'm reading too. Okay, so let's go for one moment and let's start. Okay, so let me see if you understand what you are gonna do. So remember, this is listening. Listening is mandatory. Listening is something that you need to do, and even it's an exam. Of course, we are not gonna do an exam right now, but perhaps it's gonna be one of the homework is to understand and do this listening correctly. Okay, so one moment. Let's start. One moment. Okay, so let's go to the listening part. So we're gonna do this page 91, this part, listening part. So this is a conversation between a fortune teller and Carol is the name of the person. So let's go. So fortune teller, come in, come in, come in. Carol, okay, thanks. Fortune teller, now, what's your name, my dear? Carol. I'm Carol, fortune teller, and you come to tell me about your dreams. Carl, yes, that's right. I had a very strange dream last night. Fortune teller, why don't you tell me about it? Carol, okay, well, I was in a room where people were sitting in rows. There was a clock on the wall, and in one corner of the room, I could see a woman in the shadows. She started walking away from me, and I followed her. She disappeared, and I saw a large door, but it was closed, and there was a lock on it that was broken. I pushed the door and went inside. There was a huge library, but it was really disorganized. There were books everywhere. Then I saw a table in the middle. It had an open book on it. I looked on the book, but the pages were blank. There was no reading on them. Then I looked up and I saw the face of an owl. It was looking at me and smiling. At that moment, I woke up. What do you think it means? the fortune teller. Well, the room where you are represents your mind. The people who you saw means that you like to be organized. And that's why they were in rows. The woman that walks away from you is someone who is helping you. The lock on the door and the fact that it is broken, that means that you are worried about something. Then you go into the library and it's very disorganized, right? Carol, yes, that's right. Fortune teller. Well, a library is a place where you learn. When it's disorganized, when there are books everywhere, that means that you need to start working. A book that has black pages means that you need to learn something. The owl whose face you see interesting and owl represents wisdom. A sad owl is bad news, but an owl that smiles is a good news. It means that you will be successful. Carol, so what does the whole dream mean? Fortune teller, I think it means that you have exams soon, but you haven't studied for them yet, and you're feeling worried. Is that right? Carol, yes, it is. Actually, I should be studying now. Fortune teller, well, you do that and work hard. Remember, even owls can sometimes be wrong. That is the end of listening. You see, so according to this listening, you need to complete the exercise two, one. So what is the order? So let's go. So you need to say what is the order in this. Start now, start here, or there. So what do you think about this? All right, so let me read for you one more time. So fortune teller, come in, come in. Carol, okay, thank you. Fortune teller, now, what's your name, my dear? I'm Carol. Fortune teller, you have come to tell me about your dreams. Carl, yes, that's right. I have a very strange dream last night. Fortune teller, why do you tell me that about? Well, I was in a room where people were sitting in rows. So activity one is so you see now here you write the number one in this part. Okay, I could see there were in a room. Okay, well, I was in a room where people were sitting in rows. There was a clock on the wall in the corner of the room. I could see a woman in shadows. So shadows. So number two, I could see a woman in the shadows. This is number two, right? She started walking away from me and I followed her. She disappeared and I saw a large door, but it was closed. There was lock on and it was broken. So here is what is number three. You see number one, number two, and this is number three. So you write number three. After that, she started walking and disappeared and broke. I pushed the door and I went inside. There was a huge library, but it was really disorganized. There were books everywhere. There were books everywhere. So she entered to the library and books everywhere and books everywhere. Then I saw a table in the middle and I have an open book on it. So this is open book. So this is number four. All right, number four. I saw I saw a table in the middle, and I have an open book on it. I looked at the book, but the pages were blank, and there was not writing on them. I looked up, and I saw a face of an owl. Owl. This is a owl. So number five, owl. Okay. So I help you. So number two is listen again and match the things that the woman saw in her dreams to what they represent. So according to this, so you have to say she's worried about something in Carol's mind. She will be success. She likes to be organized. A person who is helping her, she needs to learn something. So the room correspond to one here and this row and this kind of gap or line here, or whatever. Okay. So according to this, she is worrying about something Carol's mind. The room, the people sitting in rows, the woman, the broken lock, the black, the blank book, or the smiling owl. So what do you think it is? She is worried about something Carol's mind. So uh, if you can't understand this, so let's go to the next. Perhaps next is giving to all a general idea. So the people sitting in rows. What is the meaning of people sitting in rows? So she will successful. She likes to be organized. Who helps? So let's go. Come on, let's do it. Let's check it out with this. This okay. So this is what the reading is talks about. Yes, that's right. For fortune teller. Well, a library is a place where you learn. When it's disorganized, when when it's disorganized, when there are books everywhere, that means that you need to start working. A book that has blank pages means you need to learn something. The owl whose face you see is interesting. An owl represents wisdom. A sad owl, I mean, it's bad news. But an owl that smiles is good news. It means you will be successful. Alright? So this is the meaning. So a woman. So what is the meaning of a woman? She's walking alone. Look at this, listen to this part, and perhaps you can understand this. So I could see a woman in shadows. She started walking away from me, and I followed her. She disappeared, and I saw a large door, but it was closed. Yeah, she was following her, and then uh, she, um, she saw, uh, she saw, like a door, a room, not a door, but it was closed. So she was the woman was following this shadow woman, and then go and saw a door, and she entered there. All right, so she is worried about something. Carol's mind, she will be success. So according to this, I mean this kind of phrase, you need to write the letter A, B, C, or D. For example, a person who is helping her, a person who is helping her, it's what? Room, okay? And she needs to learn something. What it means from here? A black book, a blank book, or what is this? All right, so this is the class. So I hope so you're gonna complete this and nothing else. I mean, just do it that exercise for me, and we can start for the next class. Okay, so keep in mind that's what I need. Bye bye, teacher Jacob.